AITA for not turning my office a bedroom for my stepdaughter? 5 years ago I married Jonathan, a 45-years-old man with a now 23-years-old daughter who is a college student. When we got married she was starting college and lived in dorms ever since during school time, and in summer breaks she lived with us at home, kind of, but she did travel a lot with her friends and also stayed some time with her mother, so she stayed with us a month maximum. Later on when she was 21 she decided to live on her own even in summer breaks. My husband and I also decided to buy a new house for ourselves. It is a very small cozy house consisting of one bedroom, which is the master bedroom. I am a professor, but I mainly work from home as I give online classes, not in university. My schedule goes from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. with breaks in between. First I used to do it in-house, but it was just distracting for me and my husband as well, so I rented studio, but that wasn't ideal either as it was expensive rent and studios had almost zero resources for me to use in breaks. So I decided to reform the house by installing an external studio that will be attached to the house, like garages basically, and my husband agreed. Mind you, I paid for the whole process alone. Now my stepdaughter had to quit her job, fired, and can't pay rent now for her home or even dorms, so my husband told her she could come. I talked with my husband reminding him that we have only one bedroom occupied by us. He said that his daughter can sleep in my studio if we get her a bed. I told him my studio is basically my office. I work there for long hours and she is a college student. That's not gonna work. She needs to focus, and so do I. Plus adding a bed can't be an option because my office desk takes most of the space. If I got rid of the desk I can't work. He told me that this is an emergency and I can rent a studio for myself again. Now I paid to install a permanent studio in the house just so I wouldn't pay rent for other studios. I already paid for a studio. Why should I leave the studio I paid for to rent other studios? And if renting and being in other studios was practical for me, I wouldn't have gone through the headache of reformation. I told him instead of asking me to leave my property and go pay rent, he and her mother can kindly rent her a place until she finds a job. She can't be with her mother as she is in a different state from collage. His reasoning of not wanting to pay her rent is that he sees this as an opportunity for him to have father-daughter bonding and he wants her close. His counterclaim was that I earn more. While I do in fact earn more than him, I don't see this as a justification to have me pay rent for studios when I own one already, just so he and her mother can save their money and not like they are poor. Ick about my husband's acts, but my husband isn't poor. Now he promised his daughter a place in our home, but I am not backing down.